Hello and welcome back to another video. So as you probably gathered, I'm getting quite a bit into the Flex power tools. So Flex power tools, there's the UK Europe part and then there's the US part, and they're quite different. As you probably can see, this is red and not grey. This is an 18-volt battery drill and not a 24-volt drill. So yeah, the difference are there to start off with. Anyway, these are both brushless drills. As you can see, I've used the Ryobi a few times now, and as it's showing, and you can see that they're both got the same size battery. So in terms of that, you can see, pull it back a bit, there you go. So you can see that the Flex is a little bit narrower from the front, but also the Flex has the light underneath, whereas the Ryobi has a light that kind of points upwards this way. The batteries are very different, the systems are very different, but I think, as you can see, both the same size battery allegedly in terms of performance and size, but obviously you can see that the battery casing sizes are vastly different. Obviously the systems are vastly different, with Ryobi's being the same all the way through since that kind of brought out the 18-volt system, interchangeable with the blue stuff, which is probably 15 or so years probably. It's always been the same style battery, whereas a lot of other brands have moved away from that style of battery and moved into this style. Anyway, so let's do some more comparisons. As you can see, side by side, the Flex is slightly shorter. Also to mention, obviously they're both percussion drills, so they both have the hammer function as well. So that's what the PD means on the Flex. If it wasn't a hammer function, it'd just have DD. So that's a quick comparison. Also, the FS55 at the moment, you can pick it up between bare tool, so just the drill only, no batteries, etc., for around 70 to 100 pounds in the UK, which is pretty good, which is very similar comparison price to the Ryobi. Obviously this was probably a lot more, and there's the newer models and everything else coming out all the time, but they're still both brushless. So as you can see, the chucks are different as well, and then also how you actually engage with the drill in terms of the different functionalities to switch between the two is different as well, with the Flex being like that, and then twisting there, and then twisting there, and then obviously your normal chuck there, whereas the Ryobi is like that. It lights up as well, and then you've got these functions. You haven't got as much control possibly because it only goes up to 10 as well on the Ryobi. So that's maybe why sometimes I feel like this runs out of puff. It doesn't really have what, you're doing a job, it's really hard going, and all of a sudden the bit will dig in and the chuck will come undone and the drill's kind of giving up. But then when you look at the specs, this is a hell of a lot more specs overall in terms of the performance, the newton meters and everything else. So yeah, it's vastly different, but that's what you expect from a brand like Flex over Ryobi. Flex is kind of the next tier up. I believe it's kind of set with DeWalt, Makita, whereas Ryobi is good for your everyday, probably DIYer, but if you want something a little bit more Flex equivalent, or brands wise, that's the one. This is the one to go for, which is why I've gone for this. So yeah, and I've got the same size battery as well, and obviously the charger, if you've got one of the Flex fast chargers, you can do the 10 volt stuff along with the 18 volt stuff as well. So as you can see, it's sort of all very similar. So yeah, so it's in my personal opinion, obviously it's why I was doing this little cheeky review here. This flex drill feels a lot better made than this. This feels actually, it's quite a bit sort of plasticky and coating, which I didn't actually think it was at first, but it is. The only I'd say that the Ryobi is slightly better is just the grip. The actual grip has got like a little indent there, so your hands get round it, but I find that the Ryobi stuff is a little bit heavy in places, and if you're doing something sort of a little bit higher up, you can get a bit of fatigue if you're doing multiple drilling and everything else. So that's why I'm hoping that the flex is going to be a lot better. As you can see, the flex is slightly angled as well, whereas the Ryobi is very flat in terms of its look. So yeah, so hopefully this is going to outperform this without any question. So I might actually do some, if I can, some quick performance, like just some drilling and stuff like that into different materials, just to show the comparison between the two, how quick it is. Also, I'll do comparison on, I've got a 10.8 volt percussion drill as well from Flex, so that could be interesting as well, just to see how they do all compare. Do you actually need an 18 volt for around the house for just everyday stuff? Maybe, maybe not, who knows, depends on your what sort of construction your house is, I suppose. But yeah, after doing a kitchen and a bathroom and things like that, I thought, right, let's move up to a Flex. So yeah, watch this space. Again, many thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. In a bit.